Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This week we are doing, any guesses? Cheshire Cat. I love how this look turned out. I was actually pretty intimidated by it in the beginning, but aren't we all intimidated by things that we've never done before? I had so much fun filming this look though, and it turned out way better than I thought it would. I honestly thought it would be hot garbage. Hot garbage! But it's not. I'm pretty happy with the way that it turned out. And I'm excited to show you guys how I got this. So, of course, I did a detailed little tutorial on how I got this look. In the description box, you will find all of the products that I use. Basically, the only product that I used throughout this tutorial was this palette right here and a white liquid liner. That's the basics of what I used. So it makes it pretty simple to recreate. Well, let me quit babbling and rambling on and get right into this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you over there. Hey guys! Today, we are doing Cheshire Cat makeup. I'm so excited. I love Cheshire Cat. I love working with pinks and purples. I'm just super stoked. This is probably going to be like my favorite look that I've done. Watch me say that and it turn out like hot garbage. That's usually what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I don't want to waste a bunch of your time. I'm going to be using mostly the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette today. It has all of the perfect pinks and purples in it that we are looking for. This whole bottom row here, really. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I do already have a little bit of a base left on. I did my makeup before work this morning, and that's just kind of what I have left over on my face, a little bit of brows, a little bit of concealer. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and start with my eyes. So since we want this to be such a bold look, I am going to go ahead and start with the eyes, like I said, and I'm going to take a lot of pigment on this Luxie 205 brush. To start with, we're going to go in with our first shade. It's going to be Tipsy Girl from this Jaclyn Hill palette on that Luxie 205. And we're going to really load that baby up because we need a lot on our... We need a lot. You just want to start with your first transition shade like we always do. And what we're going to do, we're going to kind of take our transition shades along the sides of our nose as we go to use this to kind of contour our nose and give us a cat-like look. So just take that same shade down the side of your nose. You do want to make sure you just use the excess product to do this portion because you don't want it to be super dark. So you do want to make sure that you keep this kind of high up. We're not going to smoke out the edges of this shadow like we typically would with a smoky eye because we want that cat eye effect. So we're going to keep this at an angle on the edge. It's okay if you blow it out too much. You can always go back in and clean it up with concealer. It's just easier if you try to keep it pretty straight when you're doing it initially. For our second shade, we are going to use this MAC 217 brush. I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's Therapy Sesh, this purple. And I'm going to place that right below the pink. We're going to take that down our nose like we did the other pink as well. The third shade that's going to go in our crease is going to be another purple. It is Not My Journey, and this will be on a Luxie 235. We're going to bring this across our whole lid. Now this shade we will not take down onto our nose just to be sure that we don't muddy that up too much. Once you have that darker purple shade packed onto your lid and blended out in your crease, we'll add our third shade, which is going to go just on our lid. This is a glittery purple. It's called Good Place. And we're packing that on with a Morphe M522. And then we will follow the same process on our lower lash line, remembering to keep that kind of at a V on the outer corner of your eye. Just using a little pencil brush. I actually found a good dupe for this brush for you guys, so I will link that in this video. It's from Morphe. and it's like $5. It is a perfect dupe for this brush. I actually ordered a new one today. With your bottom shade, you do not want to take those all the way into your inner corner. We're going to use some white over there to make a cat eye shape, and you want to make sure that you have a clean base right around this bottom part of your lower lash line. So keep your brighter shades about right here. Okay, now that I have my shadow on pretty well how I want it, I'm going to clean up the edges of this here. I'm just going to take this flat brush and run it along the edge of my shadow to give me a sharper cat eye look. I'm just putting some concealer on here. Okay, so I will probably go back and add some more stuff to the eyes later, but for now I'm going to work on the rest of my face and mapping out exactly what else I want to do. I kind of went into this without a plan. Imagine that. Me, not prepared. So I'm going to go ahead and do my contour shades on my face. I'm going to use this brush here, which is a Morphe M510. Sebastian. He's the noisiest cat. What are you doing? You don't even know. You just want to play in front of me. I actually had a change of plans. So for my contour shades, I'm going to use 2 shades, but I'm going to do a little bit of shading with them. Yeah. So I'm going to go in with this pink shade right here, which is called Tipsy Girl, the same one we used in our crease. And I'm going to use that on this Morphe M510 brush to lay down where I would typically lay down my contour shades, but I'm going to use it very lightly. Well, this brush was tainted with blue, so I dipped it in the pink and I put it on my face, and we got purple. Yay, this is going so well for me. Change of plans. I'm going to go in with that Luxie 205 brush into that pink shade and lay it down with that to go around the purple. So I am going to go ahead and take that pink shade on down around my lips, just so the shadowing will already be there when I start on the teeth. I'm going to take that up onto my forehead as well and do some shading as I would with regular bronzer. I'm just taking this pink around where I'm going to put the darker purple. It's easier to lay this down before I lay the purple shade because it's so dark. Now that I have that pink on, I know I look so insane. Now that I have the pink shading on, I'm going to go in with purple and deepen up the purple here and just take it on around my forehead. For that purple, I'm using this lighter shade right here, Therapy Sesh, and that is on a Luxie 235 brush. I have all of my shading detail on that I want to do for now. I'm going to go ahead and do the teeth, and then I'll go back in and add all of the extra details that I want to add to really make it pop. But first, the teeth, because that's going to map out exactly what I do next. I'm going to see if I'm good at this, honestly. So for the mouth, I'm going to use the same technique I kind of always do to do a mouth. I'm going to go in with this small angled brush. This is a Luxie 215, and I'm going to use the black shade from this palette. It is called Temptress. I'm just going to start mapping out the shape of the mouth, kind of along, making sure I leave some pink below. It'll be hard for me to explain as I do because my lips have to be closed, but you should be able to follow along, okay? So I know I look totally crazy, but I have my mouth sketched out. I'm going to go ahead and draw in the teeth. This is just really the rough draft. I'll make it darker and everything after I get my teeth where I want them. I'm going to go ahead and draw those in. I'm using this Tarte angled brush to do so with that same black shadow. Okay, I have the rough draft of my teeth drawn out. Now I'm going to go in with my white NYX liquid liner and just fill in the blank spaces with this white liner to make it look more like my teeth. Okay, my teeth are done. It's really hard to talk like this, so I'm going to hurry up and get the rest of this done. Basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to do my nose, some whiskers, and throw some liner and lashes on my lid, and then I will be finished. For the nose, I'm going to take that same angled brush and make a cat-like nose. I did add some purple pigment to my nose, a little bit of glitter over the top. I don't know if I like it, but it's there now. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my whiskers. I'm going to use that same liner brush in the black shadow. So, off camera, I did go ahead and add a little more detail to my face. I did a cat eye on the inner corner using just some black liner and filled it with liquid white liner. And I put on some mascara and a winged liner. I did not add lashes. Honestly, I can't find any lashes. I looked and looked and I cannot find a pair. So this will have to do. But this is the finished look. I really love how this turned out. I was honestly kind of put off. I wouldn't say put off. I was intimidated by doing this just because I don't have much practice doing teeth. The skull I did, the glittery skull I did a couple of weeks ago was my first time doing teeth. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do so bad at this. But I don't feel like it turned out too bad. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. This will be my last Halloween tutorial for the year. Unless you guys would like to see tutorials like this throughout the year, just let me know. I'd be happy to do it. I'm having so much fun filming these. I never imagined I would be into things like this, but I so am. So if you guys want to see it, I am more than happy to film it for you. So I wasn't able to use the Jaclyn Hill palette for this entire look other than the white liner. My only gripe with that palette is that it does have so much fallout. So just keep that in mind if you do go to use it for a look. Like my vanity is covered in purple and pink powder. But that's something I'm willing to deal with for the amount of pigment that you get from the shadows and the blendability. If you guys recreate this, I definitely want to see it. Tag me in it. I love seeing stuff that people recreate from me. My Instagram and Twitter handle are both the same as my YouTube, Contour Me Katie, as well as my TikTok. You can find me over there now as well. I'm not too hip to the whole TikTok thing. I'm trying to figure it out. But I hope you guys have a safe and happy Halloween. Let me know what you guys dress up as. Tag me in your looks. I love seeing what other people come up with. I love seeing what your kids dress up as. Halloween is just one of my favorite times of the year. Even though I don't like scary stuff, I love seeing people's creativity come out. This time of the year is when people really show their creativity, and I love it. It is my favorite. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate all the love and support I have gotten from everybody over the last 2 months or so since I've been posting videos. It means the world to me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that little notification bell so that you don't miss any of the videos I have going forward. There will be some really good videos coming out soon. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. I look forward to seeing you guys next week.